How do? Today I'm going to talk about the E-lister. What's an E-lister? Someone who comes into prison, they may well have already escaped from prison, been broke out, or they could be someone where intel in the prison says these people are going to try and get off. The E-lister. E stands for escape. Contrary to popular belief, not all E-listers are Cat A prisoners, people who are held in high security. Whilst at Forest Bank, private sector jail, which was incidentally built as a Cat A jail, we had a lad who was on an E-list on a book, and we had him in the segregation. He caused no bother. It was just highlighted that this guy was a very, very, very good climber. Like I say, he'd done nothing wrong. He was on a short sentence. He came to the seg because they considered him risk of escape. I think he was doing something like 3 months, or he had a 3-month sentence. 6 weeks to serve. Are you going to try and escape? So we had him in the seg. We had him on the yard one day. Seg yard at Forest Bank. It was a small, it wasn't circular, but it was small, maybe hexagonal. It was made up of wire, posts, wire in between, and that wire was metal wire, welded wire. Narrow, you couldn't get through it. But you couldn't see through it because on top of that, on the inside that prisoners and me had looked at was plate, galvanized plate, riveted on. So basically it was a hexagonal shape, smooth sides. So I'm talking to this guy, I'm talking about his climbing, being an E-lister. He's running off all these names of these places. Pretty much every difficult climb in this country he'd done, and he'd done many abroad. He did free climbing, solo climbing, all sorts of stuff. So as I'm talking to him, he says, "Mr. Samworth, shall I show you how good I can climb?" Me, no, boom. I don't know, 5 seconds, he's at top of fence on seg. Alarm goes off, he gets down, I got in trouble. E-list. Whilst at Strangeways, we had quite a few E-listers. Some were just E-lists, so they were kept on the Cat A unit because that part of Strangeways prison was the most secure. And some were Cat A prisoners. We had one guy, got off from Forest Bank, a good mate of mine. He's in a taxi with another lad because we used to use taxis. Ha ha ha, private sector use taxis. Guess what other people do? It wouldn't have mattered in this case. They got pulled over leaving the prison. Shotgun in my mate's face. Take the cuffs off. He's coming with us. He got off. He got arrested. Not a million miles away. Came to Strangeways, category A, and E-lister. So that's what an E-lister is. Incidentally, crime family, well-known crime family in Manchester, the Noonans. There's 2 nephews, 2 twins. Had quite a lot to do with them. We had them on K-Wing. If I'm going to be honest, one of them was, well, they were exact opposite. Neither were angels. One was really good and the other not so. Regular thing, they would come in to Strangeways, they would go on G-Wing. They didn't like normal population. They get on the phone, you know, a genuine phone call, speak to someone on the outside. Yeah, I've had enough of this, I think we're going to get off. Yeah? Within hours, they're on the Cat A unit. E-list clothing. Striped or checked, bright blue and yellow. So these 2 guys, and maybe some of their codees, who are people that are in with them on the same charges, would say something like that, get themselves on the Cat A unit, get some gym, you know, a lot less people on there, bit more time out, that sort of thing. So you could work a number to become an E-lister. So an E-lister at night at Forest Bank and Strangeways. They go to bed, pyjamas, dressing gown, slippers, socks, whatever they had, boxes, stripes or blocks, bright yellow and blue, in the cell. The clothes will be taken off them, the normal clothes, the day clothes and the trainers. So if they did try to get off, you know, highly visible. That's an E-lister, very short video, just explaining what one is. Cheers, thanks for coming.